Professor Rose, what is a mosaic?
Well, it's a really special, and I would say innovative program. So students are taking all of their coursework with 2 or 3 faculty from different disciplines. So we're studying contemporary concerns, issues from multiple perspectives. Students are engaged in in-depth field work with communities that are both close to campus but also across continents. So it really engages students both in academic research, in designing and carrying out research, and then thinking about effective and ethical ways to present that research to multiple audiences. The whole idea is also to work collaboratively with communities and also give back to the communities with which they're working. And in that process, students are really reflecting on their own lives, their own cultural context, socio-historical context, and those of others, so we can create a greater understanding.
What have some of the mosaics focused on?
Many of them have focused on migration. We actually started in Steelton, Pennsylvania, which is a very multi-ethnic community, not too far from campus, and it drew a very diverse workforce in 1866, particularly from Europe, to work in the steel mill. So we were really interested in ethnic labor relations and how neighborhoods and millwork were stratified by race and by class. And then we did a comparative study of Steelton as a quasi-company town with the oil company towns in Patagonia, Argentina, that again drew a very diverse workforce to work in the oil fields. And we found that many of the ethnic groups that came to Steelton 2 decades later were going to Patagonia, to Argentina. And so we were really interested in the reception and adaptation and how they build up communities in both of those contexts. We also engaged in the Mexican migration mosaic that focused on circular migration. So students were involved in internships and research in Adams County, about 20 miles from campus, in the apple orchards. And we discovered in that first mosaic that 98% of the remittances went from the local Mexican store to one particular village in Michoacan, Mexico. So during the second Mexican migration mosaic, we were able to actually spend a month in Michoacan. We've since done Mediterranean migration mosaics where we've looked at migration across the Mediterranean from northern and sub-Saharan Africa to Europe, particularly southern Europe. And we've also had students become UN delegates at the global climate change conferences. It really develops our intercultural competence as we think about, how do we create a world that is more peaceful, that is more just.